What's up, guys? Welcome back to Professor Layton. We needed to go talk to Beatrice, so here we go. Do you know anything about a watch? It's really important. That old thing, does it belong to you, Professor? I gave her like a really annoying voice before. Let's not do that again. It's Gerard's. He dropped it today while wandering about town and asked me to help him find it. Why am I not surprised? That man sheds more stuff than a cat sitting by a fireplace. Okay. Alright then, here's the watch. It figures that it belongs to Gerard. I was just thinking to myself, the professor's far too fashionable to wear this old thing. Okay. How does that make it belong to Gerard? What about all the other people in the town? But whatever. You say it wasn't mine, but how does that make it his? Yes, and just out of curiosity, you haven't seen Raymond about lately, have you? Raymond? That skinny man with the big purple lips? No, he hasn't come by today. But you know, for all his fancy clothing, I hear he's actually quite the layabout. He's probably off idling at the cafe. Second time we've heard about the cafe, I believe. I see. If that's the case, I'd like to go to the cafe right away. Do you mind keeping the front door open a little longer? Oh, don't you worry, Professor. Another guest arrived to stay the night, and I'm setting up his room. I don't know, something suspicious about that. My door's always open for a dashing gentleman such as yourself. Alright. So where is this cafe exactly? I don't think we've been there before. So we only have one option here, so and we got that's the town hall. There's Granny Riddleton's. This is probably nothing. Yeah, I can't get over there. I don't really want to talk to you again, but I do have your wristwatch. But of course, a gentleman always helps those in distress. Speaking of which, we're still quite worried about Raymond's whereabouts and should probably return to our search now. Yep, same as stairs are strange like that. Despite its size, it can be quite challenging to find people. Sometimes it feels like running in a darn maze. Speaking of mazes, you ever heard of this one? Okay. There's never not time for puzzles, Professor. That guy... I thought that red might have been a beard, but no, that's just more of his scarf. So he has... Oh my god. He's like the guy at the beginning of the game who had no top of his head. He just has a long pointy nose, and then that's just... Unless it's covering it, but honestly, the way the characters are generally designed in this game, it looks like what we're seeing of his head would be his entire head. There's probably stuff under the scarf, but it honestly looks like it could be that, and I like to imagine that it is that, because of the way the characters look in this game. But anyway, a mysterious bandit is on the lam, and trying to escape the police who are hot on his trail. His entrance into this part of town is marked with an arrow. Right down there on the left. This particular bandit follows a peculiar creed and has vowed never to go backwards or turn around. Additionally, whenever he meets an intersection, he'll always turn left or right. Now, as you can see from the map, this part of town has multiple exits which are labeled A through G. Of all the exits here, which one will the bandit never be able to pass through? Well, he will be able to pass through G. That would be no problem. He could pass through F. That would be fine. Could he do E? Yeah, he could do E as well. E is no problem. I think, well, oh, D. D is looking a little... I think it might be D, but we'll see the other ones. He could do A. Now, like, if I... Does that count as going backwards? Doing something like that? That might count as going backwards. So I don't know about that. Well, he could do... Could he do B? Let me see. Look at this. Well, he could do C, clearly. It's either B or D at this point. That's very clear. So, I'm actually not totally seeing how he could do B. Let's check D. Huh. I know it's definitely B or D. Oh, look. Yeah, he could do D. So it's B. I was looking at D from the left side, but when going along the right path, you could do that.
Every puzzle has an answer.
If I was a thief, I wouldn't give a shit, by the way. I'd just go wherever I want. You're a sharp one, Sonny. You know, if you're looking for someone, you should ask around at the inner cafe. Again with this cafe. Yeah, I know. Cafe's right at the fork in the road. Okay, good to know. Did I never go in there? Was it not open last time I was there, or what? Or do I just not remember? Think nothing of it, sir. Oh, a cream rug. You can have it. Just because, again, he doesn't have much. He just got the one thing in the last episode. Do you like the... Oh, he has the teddy bear, too. I forgot about that. Oh, he likes it. Good. Brilliant, even. Nice. Your rooms will be fantastic by the time... Oh, this is... He moved out of the way. Okay. Thanks. Cat and mouse still back at it again at night. Why not? Professor, there's a cat here. Oh, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It was there before. Animals are very dear to you, are they not, Luke? Well, I have just the puzzle for you then. But the other one scratched up his face. Cats and mice. Okay, let's do it. Nice. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. With that in mind, how many cats does it take to catch 100 mice in 100 minutes? Okay, the first thing you would think of is 100. But that can't be right. The only other real option is 5. Because you have 100 minutes, you know? So the 5 cats will still have plenty of time to go get all the mice. It's not going to be 100. The only other reasonable thing would be 5 still. So I'm going to say it's 5. I'm surprised that I haven't drawn my answer and it read it wrong, interpreted it wrong, but I didn't notice and I clicked submit. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. Me entering the right answer, but it reading it wrong and me not realizing it fast enough. It'll probably happen someday. But yeah. So it does add up, apparently, according to that, but I'm just like, it's either 100 or it's 5, and it's definitely not 100, so 5. Just thinking of what the answer could possibly be, what they would expect you to think of and know. I knew it had to be 5. Good evening to you, sir. It's almost my bedtime, but I've got one more puzzle for you. Want to see it? I would love to. What do you have? 1,000 times. What on earth is this message getting at? The following is written on a piece of paper you picked up. Something is 1,000 times something something. To turn this strange message into a proper sentence, all you need to do is fill in the something with a single letter of the alphabet. Okay, but what letter could it be? You'll need to use the same letter for all 3 somethings. Alright, well let's just go through this alphabetically. Let's just think in order here. Okay, I have arrived at my conclusion, and I think it is M. As I was going through it, I was thinking of stuff like measurements, because I got to K, and I was like, could it be like kilometer, or K meaning 1,000, something like that, but that didn't really work. But then M, meter, is 1,000 times millimeter, so I think it's M, so we're gonna go with that. Boom. Pretty simple. All you really have to do, again, is go through all the letters and until one makes sense.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Now go to bed. How'd you like my puzzle? Pretty fun, right? Why did I start to read that again? I looked away for a second, and I looked back, and I was disoriented. You did such a good job. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I heard there's a man-eating monster in the town. Oh my god. I'm not silly enough to think there's actually a monster inside, but the place is dangerous. So be careful in there, mister. Okay. A bookcase? I'd say Layton's probably more of a reader, so he gets the bookcase. For sure. Let's check, just to be sure. I want to get them all nice and, I want them to be happy for our journey with their rooms. Well, way to be grateful. Oh, it's smaller than the one I have. Fucking dick. You can have it then. Thank you, Luke. Someone's appreciative of what I do for them. Jesus, Layton, I thought that was Luke's thing, but now you're gonna pull that on me too? Somebody gets you a gift and puts it in your room for you, and you're just like, I have a bigger one. Fuck you! Anyway, moving on. Let's go. Whoa, hey. What's up, man? Still, gyrating back and forth, I see. That's fine. Hey, you're looking for Raymond, are you? Yep, you're definitely looking for Raymond. You still haven't found the guy? Listen, streets here are dangerous at night, crazy dangerous. You can't go running all over town with a kid. Because that's dangerous, crazy dangerous. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to punish your poor judgment with a puzzle. A puzzle is always a gift. It is never a punishment, good sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. I already know exactly what this puzzle is. Yeah. It's F. I'm not even gonna read it. Ah, look, there we go. See what I'm talking about with it misreading it sometimes? F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That should do it.
It should. That's the second one where I didn't read the question, but I got it right.
Another puzzle solved.
Hope we get into ones that I haven't heard before when we get into the second game. It's not even the fact that I've played this game before, it's just that I've heard all these in my life. Because they're all pretty basic. Well, a lot of them are. If you're looking for a cafe, it's right there. But it's way past that kid's bedtime. Yeah, he goes to bed when I tell him to. Oh no, not noise in the tower. Alright, Layton, you get that one. And you better like it. Does he? You must. Well, dude? You just can't be satisfied. Yeah, this one's good, but it also needs something else. Ugh, what do you think of it? Oh, there you go then. Fucking Layton. God damn it. Picky, picky, picky. Let's head into the cafe. See what's up. Oh, Zapone's here. That guy. Whoa. That jaw. That nose. The hair. Alright, let's talk to you first. Fancy meeting you here. I've got a doozy of a puzzle right now. It's harder to crack than a coconut. And who knows, it might even have something to do with the case you're investigating right now. So what do you say? Help a fellow detective out, will you, brother? That's all very interesting, but I do believe there's been a mistake here. I'm no detective, you see. Say no more, undercover and all that, then, yes. Well, very well. But I know a fellow sleuth when I see one. Us being in the same trade and all, I suppose it couldn't hurt if I let you have a look at the puzzle. Sure, you're a high-profile detective. 10? Really? Really? A certain town has only 2 barbers in it. There aren't any other towns nearby, so everyone... Oh, I already know this one too. Which one should you go to? This one. Because the other guy, they cut each other's hair, so the one with the good hair is the bad hair cutter.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Come on. You gotta get a little more creative with these puzzles, guys. You've done it. You've solved that monster of a riddle. Simply astounding. Even I couldn't do it. Well, you, my friend, are no detective then. Holy fuck. On a more important subject, have you heard word from Raymond lately? What's that you say, good sir? You want to solve more puzzles? What? Oh. Well, I've already done that, man. Must take my leave now, but perhaps I'll see you again tomorrow. Maybe. Just maybe. How many of those painting scraps do we have? Is that thing almost complete yet? I have no idea. Anyway, hint coins, hint coins. Oh, hint coin in the chair. That makes a lot of sense. It's just where I would expect coin to be, and in the picture in the back, and we got a puzzle, apparently. Professor, there's a puzzle hidden over here. How many glasses? Alright, we're getting some pretty simple ones, all like 20, 25, 10. On the top row of the picture shown below, you have 3 cups of juice followed by 3 empty cups. Your objective is to change things around so that the cups are arranged as shown in the bottom row of the picture, so that it's juice, empty, juice, empty, juice, empty. Assuming you can only move 1 cup at a time, and that all rearrangement has to be done by hand, how many cups will you have to pick up? Well, you've already got 2 cups in the positions that they need to be in. Only one of them needs to be moved, the second one. So it seems like you would just trade those 2's places. So it would be 2. But that seems way too simple. But it is only 20 picker-rats. I feel like 2... Those other ones in in this episode were pretty simple, but this one, it can't be 2. So I'm gonna get a hint, just in case. If it weren't against the rules for this puzzle, it would be easy to just switch the second and fourth glass. Wait, can you not do that? Oh, you can only move one at a time. I didn't even read it right. I didn't even register that part. So yeah, good thing I got a hint then. Oh, it's way too easy. It's obviously seems like it's 2. But no, that was against the rules. I didn't even pay attention to that part. So, yeah. Never mind then. That would be very simple. Since you can only pick up one glass at a time, that idea is right out. Okay, so you can only pick up one glass at a time. So, if I had realized that, we'd have been good, but now I got it. So you can't ever switch 2 of them. You can only pick up one at a time, which means the only option is to pour the liquid from glass 2 into glass 5, which means you would only have to pick up that one, so the answer is 1. Okay. I need to pay attention to the things that I read. That's probably a good idea, and it would help me out in the long run, I think. When I have so many easy puzzles, I'm just like, oh yeah, I know what it is. I know the puzzle. I don't even need to read it carefully. And then that comes back to bite me in the ace. Easy, let's go find more puzzles. Alright, what do you have to say, Cafe Man? Crumb? Wasn't that like a... Wasn't that the name of like one of the characters in Ah Real Monsters or something? I don't know. And he looks like he could fit right in there.
Oh there, I've been seeing your mug in... I've never seen your mug in here before. What'll it be, pal?
Oh, I'm not ordering anything. I actually just came by to inquire about a certain matter.
Huh, not here for a special then, huh? Well, what do you want to know?
No one has ever seen or heard from Raymond, the servant at Reinhold Manor, since this afternoon. We've looked about everywhere to no avail. It's just like he just vanished from St. Mystere. While talking with Crouton earlier, he mentioned a strange old man who is said to lurk around the village. Do you perchance know anything about such an individual?
An old man. Alright, that old rumor.
So you have heard of him before. If you have any information, anything at all, please share it with us.
Huh. You're not from here, are you? Thing is, I can't have you spreading crazy rumors about St. Mystere to the outside world now, can I? Of course, if you're a puzzle lover, then maybe, just maybe, I could find it in me to trust you. Well, I see you solved 30 puzzles. Alright then, here's an earful for you. Wow, okay. I know a fellow who swears up and down that he saw a strange old geezer skitting around town. The fellow I know is Prosciutto.
Prosciutto?
He's a wee one, but he's got the appetite of a wolverine.
Alright, we're... Excuse me. That's the end of that. I can't do it anymore. That's the end. Do you know where we've... Prosciutto? Prosciutto, maybe? Can't say for sure, but at this hour, well, he's probably at home snacking on something. Look at he's got one-piece legs, again! And his weird-ass short shorts. His house is on the road that winds up north from here. Why don't you go pay that walking icebox a visit? Okay. We'll... Do you have any more hit coins? No? Okay. We'll go visit Praska whatever.